Hi and welcome to Yoga Cheat Codes. Today we're going to work on getting into plow and pigeon pose. It is imperative to warm up your back for a plow. Let's start with some easy back rolls on the mat. We also need to warm up the back of our legs and our glutes. So do a nice forward fold with your legs flat on the floor. See if you can touch your toes. Then shake out your legs to get the muscles warmed up. We also need to stretch and warm up our back. With your hips on the floor, get into a nice cobra pose. Try to keep your shoulders down and your hands flat on the floor while you extend. Let's do some neck rolls and neck extensions. You want to do this both before and after the move. So now in shoulder stand, simply put your feet on the ground over your head. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, and congrats, you are in plow pose. There's also a variation where you bend your knees. So basically you're elevating your spine and your back towards the sky while putting your legs behind your head. This is a great spinal stretch. Now, as always, we must do a counter pose. So release your neck with some neck rolls or extensions. I like to apply gentle pressure on my head to get more range of motion. Now let's work towards a pigeon. So first we need to warm up our knees before we get into pigeon. You can do some runner's quadricep stretches and also elevate your knee upwards. Push your foot in towards your bottom. You want to hold each position for 30 seconds minimum. Really get a stretch. Now let's do some half squats on bent knees. Simply stand up and sit down on your heels a few times. Now let's also do some knee circles. Hold your thigh and just rotate your foot about 6 to 12 times. Clockwise and then counterclockwise. Now let's open up your groin by elevating your hips towards the sky. With your shoulders on the ground, repeat this motion a few times to make sure your hip flexors are wide open and you don't pull anything. Now let's get into pigeon. We can do a partial pigeon by bending our leg in front of us and also behind us. Repeat this a few times on each side. If you're not used to deep knee bends, use a stool with some blocks on it to get your knees warmed up. Work on lowering yourself down into a pre-pigeon knee bend. So you can prepare by simply bending one leg under your torso. Keep the other leg as straight behind you as possible. Point your toes and keep your palms flat. This is a partial pigeon. If you were to move that foot outwards, this is a full pigeon. The proper pose is always entered from downward facing dog, but now we're just learning and warming up. Same thing on the other side. Bend one leg under your bum. Then let's pull that front foot out sideways. Working towards pigeon, which requires a lot of flexibilities in the quads and hamstrings. Reach backwards and grab your bent leg for a more advanced pose. Repeat on both sides. Great work, everyone. Now let's get into a downward dog and walk your legs out. As always, you want to finish up in a nice shavasana, just reclining on your mat.